Good. Did you? Good. You
Good?
do.
Oh, I want you not to be good. I want you to be the best, better.
Okay.
So, who remembers what we discussed last class? Last Friday we discussed somebody, right? Some devotee. Anybody remembers?
Kunti Devi.
Kunti Devi, yes. And what were the learnings that we learned? What were her prayers? Anybody remembers? Nobody remembers last week? Kunti Maharani. So what we learned here last week? It was last Friday. It's not even a week yet. So what were her prayers? Nobody is making notes. Nobody is jotting down any points. Then how you're going to, relish this? Yeah, Maithili.
Say what we learned last week.
Sorry, can you be a little louder?
I wanted to say what I learned last week.
What you want? Yeah, please tell me. Please share with your friends also. Thank you.
Last week we learned about Narad Muni.
Narad Muni? No, I'm talking about Friday.
Oh, right.
The class I took, we discussed about Kunti Maharani and her prayers. Remember? You guys are doing what, you're just learning ahead and then you're forgetting whatever you've been told in the past. So imagine you know the numbers, right? You learn counting, and then when the teacher says that, okay, now we'll do addition or subtraction. Oh,
Next.
but what are the numerals? We don't know that. So how is it going to work? Right?
I learned counting.
Sorry? Who is it? Please raise your hand before you speak, okay? So I should know. Yes. So last week we discussed about Kunti Maharani and we discussed her prayers. So her prayers were what? Like that I should always be, surrounded by troubles. Does anybody wants troubles?
No.
But then why I explained in detail that why she was
Because she
asking.
wants to meet Krishna. She wants to meet Krishna so that she can have eye contact with him.
Just an eye contact?
And since since she also wants to be a devotee of.
Mm-hmm. And then what are the two principles we discussed? What were the two principles we discussed? Anybody? So from now today onwards, please take a pen and a paper or a pencil or a pen or paper, notepad. Just write a few points. Otherwise, it's no use, I'm trying hard to make you understand things. And if you don't remember even 2, 3 things that are so important, then it's like, elephant bathing. You know how an elephant bathes? Anybody knows how elephant bathes? Yeah. And then what happens after that, So elephant, he takes hours and hours in water, he stays in water and it dives, it throws water on the whole body. And as soon as he comes out of the water, you know what he does next? Anybody?
Take.
Any guesses? Sorry?
Take.
Yeah. Vasu's iPhone. What's your name, dear?
Um, Tanvi.
Okay, Tanvi. So please put your name so that I can know. Okay, yeah, tell me, what were you trying to say?
Yeah. So what does the elephant do when it gets out of the lake, the water, and then he gets some air
and with his trunk and dry himself with that.
No, that's a good guess, but it's not the right thing. That's not the right answer.
He gets dirty in mud.
Yes, who said that? Please raise your hand.
Anya.
Okay, thank you, Anya. That's an excellent. That's what I'm trying to say. That if you are listening and if you're not remembering anything, then what's the use? You're just wasting your time. You better be playing outside. If you don't, at least remember 2 3 points so that you know. Otherwise, it's no use. It's like I told you, like elephant bath. You just go, you take a shower, and then you just go and play in mud. Is it any use? Is that bath worthwhile?
No.
Then, okay. So the two principles we discussed last time. Anybody wants to say?
Store and validate the use of database journey, identify business use case, prototype and document the solution. For operationalization, comments individual treat this is good.
Please mute.
That's nice.
Okay. So last time we discussed the true principles. They're very important. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Anybody remembers? Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, then why were you not saying anything? I'm asking since last almost 10 minutes now, right? So these are two things. And the prayers of Kunti Maharani, what we learned, that she's totally surrendered to Krishna, right? Every time she's facing any challenges, what does she do?
Ask Krishna.
Yes, true. Nice. So that is how the devotee is always dependent. And then we discuss like what should we do? Like what kind of friendship do we have with Krishna? What kind of friendship should we have with Krishna? Yes, Maithili. I think only she she remembers something. Yeah, Maithili, please go ahead.
Whenever we have like any problems or anything, we should always remember Krishna.
Hmm? Okay, nice. And why? Why it is so important to remember Krishna?
Because if we remember him, then he's the only one who's going to protect us. No one else can protect us.
Yes, excellent. And the point I was trying to make was that when you have a friendship, it should not be friendship like, okay, it should like, oh, I need this, I need that from you. Is that a good sign of a friend? Is it a good friendship? I only remember you when I need you.
No.
Why? I
No.
explained that. Why? Give me the reason.
Is they're only your friends because you're giving them stuff?
Because they're asking you for. They don't like you because they
Then by
actually
what-
like you. You're taking advantage.
Okay. Who said that? Please raise your hand before you speak, okay? Otherwise, I don't know who is speaking and everybody starts speaking and it becomes a crazy house then. Okay? Nice. If we have a relationship with Krishna and we always remember him only at our hour of need when we need, oh Krishna, I need this, I need that. Is it a good friendship? No, right?
So
So when our friendship with Krishna should not be dependent on what we need from him, right? It should be based on affection. We should love Krishna. So how we are going to develop that love? Yeah, Srivardhan, you want to add something, please?
By praying to him
Yes.
and always remembering him.
Yes. How you do that? How we practice that? Somebody wants to answer?
by remembering him, always like praying to him and learning all the mantras.
What about chanting? We discussed something about chanting too, right?
And chanting.
Why we do chant? Why do we chant?
Because that's how we get his intention.
Please raise your hand before you speak. Yeah. Tanvi, you were saying something.
Because we pray to like remember him.
Yes. So that is like a practice. Yeah. And Aisha?
When we chant, we get closer to Krishna.
That's nice. Why we become closer? How? You know how?
Because when you chant, Krishna becomes more and more happy with you. So then you and Krishna have relationship.
Okay. So let me add one more point here. So imagine when I asked Anisha, so you had my attention, right? You were listening, like, okay, she called my name, I need to respond, right? So when we chant, we are constantly calling Krishna's name. Do you think he won't be attentive to us? Yeah,
No.
Nayan. Yeah.
When we chant, we get Krishna's attention.
Yes, we get Krishna's attention. And when we are attentive to somebody and they're attentive to us, our relationship grows, right? Imagine I'm talking to Nayan and Nayan is talking to her sister. Is he giving me attention? Nayan, yes, Nayan.
No,
So will that be a loving relationship?
no.
So what are we supposed to do? We should chant very attentively, okay? Because we are calling Krishna, 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 and then we are looking here and there. Oh, okay, what message my friend has sent me? Oh my God, what's going on in the television? Oh my God, I haven't seen the last series of the match. Oh my God, I missed that. Okay. So are we chanting Krishna or are we chanting cricket match or whatever activities we wanted?
We're not chanting Krishna.
Yeah.
This is
That
We're
is that.
chanting Krishna.
Yes. When you're chanting, you should always
Chant.
remain focused. And how you're going to be focused? Anybody knows how we can focus? Okay, let me give you a tip, okay? You have paper and pen ready? Just jot it down, okay? So, who is scribbling this? Stop this at once. Yeah. So, what were we discussing? See, this is all nonsense. It distracted me. Yes. So, okay, so I was telling you that how we can be focused while we chant. So, let me give you a very important tip, which is very easy. You can all do. Okay. So, in your room, wherever you chant, okay. So, just keep a beautiful picture of Krishna and look into him, and then you chant. Okay. So, that will develop your relationship. That will bring focus, and you will be attentive that okay, I'm talking to Krishna, right? So subconsciously it will be okay, I'm remembering Krishna. Okay, so this is from the last week. So now let's come to this week, okay? I
Then
hope
can
everybody
we,
has a pen and
but
paper.
for the last week thing that for a tip you said, cause I have a feather, can I use the peacock feather?
Peacock feather for what? Yes. Whatever reminds you of Krishna, whatever reminds you of Krishna, you can use that, okay? It can be a picture, it can be, as you said, peacock feather, anything. Picture of your deity at home. The best place to chant is in your puja room, temple room, okay? Because there you have that mode of goodness going on. The energy is good.
Can we do it in like a real temple? Can we do it in
Where?
like a real temple?
Of course, absolutely. That's the best because then you'll be getting devotee association as well. Yes, Anisha?
Um, can we do it next to Tulsi Maharani?
Yes, of course. Do you know who used to chant near Tulsi Maharani? Anybody knows?
Haridas Thakur?
Yes. And who is Haridas Thakur? Divya Mataji, ये disable कर दीजिए ना, they are scribbling like anything. आपने मुझे बोला था, I forgot how to do it. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we are wasting time on useless scribbling. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, so we were talking like Haridas Thakur used to chant. And who is Haridas Thakur? Anybody knows? Yatharth, please stop this at once, okay? Otherwise, I'll throw you out from the class. I don't want to do that. Please don't do that, okay?
Brahma.
Brahma, yes, and
He chanted 192 rounds
please
every
sit.
day.
Haripriya, please sit properly.
Namacharya?
This is not your, yeah.
Is it Namacharya?
Please sit properly, okay?
Is it Namacharya?
Yes, he is a Namacharya. You know how many rounds he used to chant every day?
190.
192.
Yes. So that's perfect. Who said that we can chant near Tulsi Maharani? That's the beautiful answer. I love that. Thank you so much for bringing that. Thank you. Okay. Please mute. Please mute. Okay. Okay. So now today we are going to discuss Lord Brahma. Who is unmute yet? Nivedita, please mute yourself. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about Lord Brahma. Anybody knows who is Lord Brahma?
He is like he created the world. He created the world. He created the world and universe, but when Vishnu told him to.
Can you mute whoever is having extra voices? Please mute themselves. It distracts everyone and it wastes everybody's time. Okay, that's not a good practice. Thank you. Okay. What's going on? Yes. So we were discussing about Lord Brahma, right? And he is a creator. Divya Mataji? Hare Krishna? Okay. Yeah, Maithili, I can see your hand raised. Please tell me.
I want to say where Brahma was born from.
From?
He was born from a lotus flower.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He was born from the navel.
From
Yes.
Vishnu's navel.
Yes. So today we are going to discuss Lord Brahma's prayers, okay? And they're beautiful prayers. Imagine who is Brahma? He's the first living entity, right? Is he? Is he a living entity or is he a god or a demigod?
God.
Who said God?
God.
He's a god.
No.
He's the creator.
Yes, but is he the god?
No.
No.
I don't know.
So he is a demigod. And do you know, kids, there is a fun fact for you guys that every 100 years of Brahma dies. And there is another Brahma. So can he be a god if he dies?
No.
Yes.
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 So he cannot be a god. He is a living entity. Yes. Okay.
Demigod.
So he's a Jiva Tattva.
He's a demigod.
Yes. Empowered by the Supreme Personality to create the world. Okay? Or the universe, to be precise. Okay. So, now let's begin. So, Lord Brahma, Shukdev Goswami describes him as the first created being and most powerful demigod in this universe, who is always responsible for developing universal affairs. Born directly from Supreme Personality of Godhead, he dedicates his activities to the welfare of the entire universe, for he knows the purpose of the universal creation. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So let's move to next slide. Who wants to read? Please raise your hand. Want to read? Yeah, yeah. Parnika and Sanvika. You want to read? Please read.
Lord Brahma said, "O my Lord, today, after many, many years of penance, I've come to know about you. Oh, how unfortunate the embodied living entitled are that they are unable to practice nothing. Oh Lord, you are the only knowable object because there is nothing supreme beyond you."
Okay, so only you have to read only the highlighted parts, okay, from now.
Oh.
So yes, so what Brahma is saying that you are only thing who is worth to know about. Why? Because everything else is what? Nayan? What is everything else? Nayan, you want to answer that? Okay, so let me answer that. Why? Because everything is temporary. Only thing permanent is what? Yes, Anisha?
God. Supreme God. You answered the question.
Okay. So next, who wants to read the next slide? Yes, Tanvi. And after that, Yatharth, okay? Yatharth, sorry. Yes, read the next one. The highlighted portion. Okay, Anisha, I don't think she's reading. So, Yatharth, can you read this? We have very little.
Do I read the whole thing or the highlighted parts?
I already told that you have to read only the highlighted portion.
Which I see is externally free of material contamination and has advented to show mercy to the devotees.
Yes. So, why Krishna is not contaminated? Yes, Madhunika.
I'm sorry, what's the question again?
So here Brahmaji is saying that you're never contaminated and you're always merciful to devotees. So how? Why he's saying that you're not contaminated by material energy?
Brahma's not contaminated with wealth.
I'm not talking about Brahma. We are talking about Krishna.
Oh, sorry. Krishna is not contaminated with money and wealth.
Okay.
You know what are the six potencies of Krishna?
மேடம் என்ன மேடம் பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க அத பாரு.
Others, please mute, please mute, please mute. Please don't disturb. Thank you. Yeah, Madhunika.
சரி என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க பாருங்க. எனக்கு ஒண்ணும் தெரியல.
So,
Okay.
the six opulences of Krishna are what? Krishnangi, you know that? Please unmute and tell me. Tell others here as well, your friends. What are the six opulences of Krishna? Name, fame, beauty. If you want to write, it's very important. Please jot it down. 6 opulences of Krishna. Name, fame, beauty,
म्हणजे आता अशी कंडिशन आली आहे की जे
Well-
लोकांचे
beauty. So, how
आता
can
उलट मला माझ्या भाऊ सांगत होता,
how can he be not he can be
Which
contaminated?
which 6 is it?
6 opulences of Krishna.
Yeah,
Yeah. What are those?
I was asking to jot down.
Yeah, it's name, fame, wealth,
म्हटलं अरे वा
strength, pastimes. What have you written so far?
Name, fame, beauty, wealth, and pastimes.
Mm-hmm. And
And
So
wealth,
it's
knowledge,
name, fame, and
knowledge and wealth.
okay.
so it's name, fame, knowledge, and wealth.
These are 4. I told 6.
What are the other two?
Beauty and renunciation. Okay. So Krishna is never contaminated. Why? Because he is beyond the material energy. Why? Why he is beyond material energy? Anybody knows?
Can
Because
you
he's
repeat the
pure
6 again?
material energy.
Kanak, you tell.
Because he's pure material energy. Because he was an avatar of Vishnu.
Partially correct. So he is never contaminated because Krishna is the energizer and material energy is the energy. So if I have a hand, is my hand greater than me or I am greater than my hand? Yes.
You are greater than
You are
Similarly-
greater than your hand.
Yes, similarly, so Krishna is the energizer. He's all the energy is coming from him. Okay, but material energy is the energy. So who is more powerful? Krishna, right? Okay, let's move on to the next. Yes, Janvi, you have a question?
I have a So can you repeat all 6 of them again, real quick?
I think somebody was jotting down. Can you please tell who wrote it down? I want to see who has written it.
I have it.
Yeah, tell me.
Name, fame, wealth,
One by one, only one person, please.
fame, beauty, wealth, and pastimes.
Okay, stop. Okay, let me do it. Okay, wealth, strength, name, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. Okay. Okay, so who is going to read the third? Parnika,
I will.
Parnika, Parnika and Sanvika. Please read. Only the highlighted portion, okay?
Okay. I do not see a form superior to your present form of eternal bliss and knowledge.
So is Brahmaji seeing a form, or is he seeing a Brahma Jyoti or sun rays or something like that? What is he seeing? Anybody? Yes, Yatharth? Yatharth, you want to add something? Okay. So he is seeing a form of Krishna, right? Because the sunshine or sun rays are beautiful, but can you really love the image of sun, or would you prefer to, you know, uh, like to love a person, a concrete person who has like some face, some shape, right? So what will you do? Which one you prefer?
Um, love a person with a face like that. He says.
Interesting. Why?
Cause the sun, cause the sun just gives you light. It can't really talk to you.
Perfect. And anybody wants to add anything?
And it's also bad for your eyes to look at it.
Okay. So that's, we are talking about scientific, but I'm talking about spiritual. So let's, yeah, it's a good point that if you can have a relationship with a person, and then he has or she has a form, and they have some quality, right? I like Nayan because he's attentive in his class. He's not rolling here and there. Okay. So, so what happens? So that is why it is easier, right? So Krishna has three forms. Let me today explain you. It's a little difficult topic, but please pay attention, okay? So there are three types, like, Bhagwan, the term Bhagwan, it has three sets. Okay. So the first is what? First is Brahman, impersonal Brahman. What is that? So impersonal Brahman is when Krishna expands himself and the whole universe is created. So that is all the material things that we see, okay, that has Krishna, and that is impersonal Brahman. Okay. So the second part is your Paramatma. Now, what is Paramatma? Anybody heard a phrase like, uh, we should listen to our heart. We should do what we should, our heart, our heart, our heart. We say that, right? Do as your heart desire. Anybody heard that term? What does it means? Yes, Madhurika.
Heart desires like we have to be ourselves and follow our passion.
Mhm. But you know like why they say that, because every living entity's heart, there is Paramatma. What is that? Super soul. So whenever if you pay attention, if you sometimes see, what is there to cry, Nayan? Okay. Don't distract by putting those emojis, okay? Please stop that. So every living entity, whether it's an animal or a tree, everybody has a soul and a super soul. That super soul is inside our heart. Okay. So that is why they say that listen to your heart. If you have sometimes realized that, you know, when you do want to do something and your heart says, no, no, that's not good, we should not do it. Have anybody felt that sometime point of time? Anybody? No one. Oh wow. Okay. So like say, if let me give you an, yeah, Krishnangi. Yeah, Arshi and Arya, please tell me. If you don't want to speak, don't raise your hands, okay? Hmm. What were we discussing? Madhunika, can you please tell me what we were discussing?
We were discussing about the Paramatma,
Mm-hmm.
and we learned about what heart desire is.
Yes. So let me give you an example, okay? So Tanvi has a beautiful, beautiful lotus flower, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And say Banu
Yeah, we
loves
were.
that flower, okay? And then she thinks that, okay, if I ask her nicely, Tanvi might not give that flower to me because she also loves that flower, right? So, okay, let me do one thing. Let me steal from her. Is it a good practice?
No.
No,
No.
right? So, who decides this? Who tells you, who guides you that this is not correct? This is not right?
Your heart.
Yes. And who is in that heart who guides us?
Krishna. Krishna.
Yes.
Krishna.
Yes. Yes.
Krishna.
And that Krishna is sometimes called Paramatma. Okay. So there are some people who just say that let's do good, let's just do good, let's not bother people, let's help them. So there are these kind of people, what they think that everything exists like within, like in the living entities, nothing is beyond that. So they are worship, like they are praying to Krishna, but it's incomplete, right? Why? Because they're just looking into as Krishna as residing in somebody's heart, or there are people who are very much nature lovers. You have some friends who say that, oh, I love to go to walk in trails, I love to go to the mountains. You have some friends like that. I'm sure you might have some. Nayan?
I have a friend like that.
Yeah. So
It's
so
me.
okay, good. But you know what, if you love nature, or if you love others, like help others, so is it a complete form of Krishna? No, because Krishna, so this is like, let me explain with another thing. So if you see a sun, okay, so what are the three components that makes the sun? Anybody knows what are the three components that make sun?
Helium,
Okay. And
carbon dioxide, I guess.
Nitrogen.
mm-hmm.
Fire.
Okay.
Heat.
Okay, stop.
Hydrogen gas. Hydrogen.
Water.
Atomic gas.
Okay,
Hydrogen,
stop.
fire, and gas.
Atomic gas.
Stop at once.
Fire, and gas.
Stop at once, please. Okay. I got, okay. You had your guesses. Now let me give you the answer, okay? So here, the sun has three components, and those components are what? First is, when you go outside, do you feel heat, warmth, especially
Yes.
if you walk
Yes.
in summer?
Yes.
Yes. So that is the first component, right? Heat. Then the other component is what? Somebody said fire. Who said fire?
Was me.
Okay. So this, okay, so this heat is what? It is impersonal Brahman. Okay. Then the inner part, the fire, that is every entity. That is Paramatma. So that is and there is another form, which is the complete form. What is that?
Gas. The sun is the sun itself.
Yes. Similarly, Krishna has these three, components. One is impersonal, the other is Paramatma, and the third is Bhagwan. And how we know Bhagwan has six opulences that nobody has. And we discussed the six opulences. Nayan, can you tell me what are the six opulences we discussed? Okay, not Nayan, Janvi. Janvi, what are the six opulences, please? Okay, Anaisha?
I I don't know the six quality
Were
value.
you in the class right now? We discussed, people jotted down, right? They have noted it down.
No. I'll just look at my paper.
Yeah, please, go ahead. Use that. Yes, Khanak.
Fame, beauty, wealth, pastime, strength, and name.
Yes. So that is what differentiates Krishna with everyone, because this six opulences, so all of the fame, all of the wealth, everything belongs to Krishna, right? So that is the reason that when we worship Krishna, it's complete. Okay? So today we discussed a very important topic. It's little tough. If you have any questions, please ask. First, please raise your hands, okay? So we'll just stop the presentation right now. Next week, we will try to finish that because today was a heavy day.
Got to the fifth slide today.
Sorry?
You only got to the fifth. I didn't. I don't.
So do you have any questions, please? Okay, then let me ask you questions then.
Oh, I have one question.
Yes, please.
Why did Brahma really wanted to speak with Vishnu?
So, because Brahma had done austerity, and he, after performing that austerity, what he could see, he saw that he is sitting on a lotus, and that lotus is coming from where? Anybody knows?
Is class nearly over?
Sorry? What was the question again? That's the reason I tell you, please
Is
raise your
class
hand.
nearly over?
Not yet.
When will it be?
You want to, it's a 45 minutes class. If you want, you can log off, okay?
Okay.
Nobody's forcing you to be there. Yeah. Thank you.
When are we gonna start the drawing?
I already answered that. Yeah, Maithili, you have the answer?
I know. Brahma.
What's the question?
The lotus flower was what? I mean, the lotus flower came out from Vishnu's navel.
Yes. That is why he's addressing to Vishnu. Okay. Ritik, you have something?
I was gonna say this. I was gonna say the same thing.
Wow,
Why?
nice.
Like
Okay.
why how did Brahma earn his four hands, like the two normal hands and the other two hands on his back? How did he get those?
How many heads he has?
Four.
Anybody knows why? What does it represent?
I don't know.
That he dies and comes back. I think what that represents, I do not know.
Okay. So the four heads of. Yes, Reyansh, you want to add something?
I think the foreheads represents like he could see in all four directions.
Okay. Yes.
No, like I meant the arms. The arms. The four arms. How did he earn the four arms?
So if he has to create the universe, he needs more hands, right? Nobody was helping him. Yes, Madhunika.
What I know about the Lord Brahma's 4 heads, it represents Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharvana Veda.
Yes. Beautiful.
Mataji, can I ask a question?
Yes, please. Please go ahead.
Thakur Brahma, Muslim.
I cannot hear you. Okay. Yes, Riansh.
I forgot to put my hand down. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Gautami. So what did we discuss today? Can you tell me who is Brahma? Let's start from there. Gautami.
Brahma is a demigod.
Okay. Rudra.
Brahma made the whole world.
Okay.
In every 100 years, he dies.
Perfect. Very good. Yes, Nayan, you want to add something? After Nayan, Tanvi.
He created this world.
Okay. Yes, Tanvi. Tanvi. You want to answer that? I can see your hand is raised. Speak.
He was the first creator who made the universe and the earth.
Okay. Can you think something else? Because I think one of your friend already spoke that. Okay. Yes. Maithili, you have something to add about Brahma? You're on mute, beta.
He was born from Lord Vishnu's navel.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yes, Nivedita.
He was the creator.
Already somebody said that. Okay, so next question. What are the 6 opulences of Krishna? Come on, I already asked this twice. Nobody has written it.
Mataji,
Okay.
I know.
Okay, Mahi. Mahi. Let others speak. Let others speak who haven't spoken yet. Mahi, please tell.
Fame, wealth, pastime, beauty, strength, and knowledge.
Very good. Manasa, is it all correct?
Yeah.
And why do we say that Krishna is the possessor of all the opulences? I think we discussed that, right? Didn't we?
No.
Anybody wants to answer that? Madhunika, you answer that?
Krishna represents 6 qualities because he is the friend of all his devotees.
No,
And
that's a good guess, but that's not the correct answer. Sorry. Yes, Kanak, you want to answer that?
Yeah.
Please. I'm eager to know.
I think I had forgotten the question a little.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So please pay attention, okay? So you don't forget the question, okay?
Okay.
The question is that why we say that Krishna has all these 6 opulences.
Because he follows those opulences and everybody can also believe that he has it.
No. Maithili? Who is playing music? Maithili?
Tiber.
It's timer.
Okay, Maithili.
I think it's because he's the supreme personality of Godhead.
So when Shanvi comes, she's
So
staying for
Krishna
one day and she's
has
leaving tomorrow.
all the everything
Or
that
she's
is there.
staying one day and she's gonna stay next day and leaving tomorrow. Like that? Okay. Yes.
Please don't talk when I'm speaking. Thank you. At least I deserve that much courtesy, okay? Thank you.
My
So
computer just said it's time's up.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the everything comes from Krishna. That is the reason. Everything that is there in this universe comes from Krishna. That is why all the six opulences belong to Krishna. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So okay, now I'll just finish the class today. And next week we will again discuss, because we have still not finished this Brahma Stuti. Okay. And please be ready for question and answers. Okay. I'm going to ask questions.
I have a question.
Who is that, please?
Haripriya.
Yeah, please tell me. What's your question?
Why did Brahma Haridas Thakur was looking?
Your question is not clear. Your voice is breaking up. Can you write that question, please? Or maybe we can do that next week. Because Pragya Mataji is waiting here.
Why did Brahma Haridas Thakur was looking?
Can you tell what she's trying to say? I don't know. I'm unable to understand what she's saying.
Haridas Thakur, something she's saying.
Haridas Thakur? Yeah. What about that?
Why was he looking?
Why was he?
Why was he Muslim?
Why was he beaten?
Beaten?
Muslim. Muslim.
I'm not clearly understanding your question. If you want to type, you can type. Otherwise, maybe we can discuss next week, okay? Because Pragya Mataji is already here and she's waiting. I don't like people waiting, okay? Is it okay? And please be ready for question answers next week, okay? And please pay attention. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji. Bye.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for this wonderful lecture, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna
Thank you
Mataji.
for your attention. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Kamala Mataji. Thank you very much. Pragya Mataji, over to you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you had a good weekend. It was Rath Yatra, so I hope you guys got a chance to attend Rath Yatra and pull the cart and basically have a fun time. So I hope you guys were here last time, and I did try to mention this in the message that was sent out, but we're gonna continue our Hanumanji drawing. So I finished coloring mine, which is a good thing. And I'm also currently working on the one that you guys were talking about. I'm doing a different technique for coloring it, so it'll be done probably in like next week. So yeah. This is not the one that we're drawing though. The one that we're doing is this one. See, I colored it. Doesn't it look nice? Okay, so that's what we're gonna be drawing today.
Your screen is blurry.
My screen's blurry? What? No, I really did not want that to happen.
Mommy.
My Wi-Fi is good, you guys. Come on.
No, you have background blur. That's why.
No, the background doesn't matter. That's I chose it to be blurry. Look at the nice
Like I
spot.
can't see anything all around you. I can except see for you.
Can you see it now?
I can't see. I can't. On your
No,
sketchbook,
and your
it's
screen
all
is
white.
frozen.
The sketchbook is all white.
Yeah. Can't really see.
Okay. Can we remove the spotlight on me and put the spotlight on? Yes. Spotlight for everybody. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So this is supposed to be the end result that we're gonna draw. Don't look at that. I kind of messed up a little bit right there, but you don't need to see that. But whatever. So, and this is the Hanumanji that I know a lot of you guys were interested in before, but we're just not going to be able to do that because the hands took me forever and they still look wonky, and I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. So I'll draw this, and if you guys want, you can copy it like when you get a chance, and yeah. So this is not done yet though. I'm still working on this. But this is where we ended last time. I hope you can pull out your papers.
Get it? Can I get it?
Get what?
The Hanuman thing.
Yeah, we're doing Hanuman. Oh, you want the picture?
No, I'm gonna get my drawing.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yes, yes, Gopi, are you raising your hand?
I wasn't there last time.
Oh gosh.
Me either. Me either.
Yeah, that's the problem with this.
I
Okay,
used the video.
Either. I wasn't there.
can
I was
you
there too.
I
somehow?
was on a trip.
Okay,
I wasn't there.
I think you guys can follow this without having drawn the face yet, but you will have to go back to watch the face because I cannot go back and do it again because in the entire 45 minutes we spent last week, it was for drawing this entire face. So I think you can follow. Let me hold on. Let me.
Dear little devotees, I have the recording. I'll share with you in the chat box of the previous class. You can rewatch that as many times as you want.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
you guys will be able to follow along without drawing the head though. Okay, just make sure you leave enough space for the head, but you should be able to follow along and draw the body without having the head yet. Just make sure you make the neck first and the shoulders because that's what we're going to be going off of right now, okay? So get your plain piece of paper. When you're drawing your neck, make sure this one side is going to be longer and this side will be shorter because Hanuman's head is facing that certain direction, okay? So that's just how that's just how it plays out, okay? Manas, are you raising your hand? Or, oh no, okay, never mind. So hopefully you guys have your papers. I'm gonna go a little fast today because we don't have too much time, but I'll try to finish the body hopefully today, but fingers crossed. I don't think we might, but I hope we can. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna draw with the shoulders. You can see this shoulder is a little bit longer because that's where most of the arm is gonna go. And then this is gonna be a little bit shorter, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna draw is gonna be Hanumanji's chest. So we're starting here. And I'm just making guidelines right now. You don't have to exactly follow this right now. But I'm first making space for the arms, and then we're gonna go and make the actual torso, which is another word for chest. I hope you can see this. Tell me, like, make sure you can tell me, you can text me or like say something when you can't see the paper, okay? And if you guys ever attend a Wednesday class, I'm going to say this right now, you need to make sure that you watch the recording from the previous class because that's what we're usually going to be continuing off of our next class with, okay? So I'll try to mention this in the messages going forward, but I mean, yeah.
Anyway, I don't understand what it is.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just trying to figure out how I can show you guys. So this line doesn't have to be drawn yet. This line is not perfect right now, okay? So I'm just making a line to indicate that this is gonna be a space so that you don't use that space for the arms, okay? So make sure you have like enough space. And this is gonna be like right
like this, like this.
like what? Kanak. Yeah, but you can make your chest a little bit bigger. So like instead of making the curvy lines, just do straight lines right now. Okay, let me do straight lines. Let me show you with straight lines. Okay, so you see this part where it's rounded right before the round starts because that's the shoulder. We're gonna make like small, like really light guidelines. Okay, guys, guidelines are meant to be light so that we can erase them later. Okay, make them very light so you're not troubled by it later. But right before the round of the shoulder starts, you're gonna just make some lines here to indicate that this is gonna be where Hanumanji's chest is, okay? And then that's fine. Just make these like little lines right here. We're gonna work on the arm first, okay? So I'm starting on
Sorry,
my.
I think you might have been seeing.
I think I was what?
Never mind.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm starting with the arm first. I'm starting with my right arm first. So I'm making a rounded shape here. This is gonna be the upper part, okay? And then right like around like maybe an inch, maybe a little less than that, is gonna be the arm again, okay? So I'm making like a rounded curve here. And basically the arm is gonna go like this. Okay, like he is looking at this arm like that, okay? So sorry guys. So I'm just gonna make an indication of this is how it's gonna start, okay? And don't worry about like this connecting part being perfect because this will be covered later. So just kind of make a couple lines there and then move the arm up like this, okay? It doesn't have to be like this. Like look, like this is not how Hanuman's arm is. It's like this, like that.
Cannot
Okay?
see.
I
I
can't
cannot
see
see.
Okay.
I cannot see.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. After, I'll just wait actually. Let me just wait. Make sure you're drawing lightly so that it's easier to erase later. I know I've said this like 200 times already, but it's true. Erasing extra lines that I have here.
Is mine good?
Hanak, your background is also blurry. Okay, yes, yours is good. Yours is good. I like that. That's good, Kanak.
Is this good?
Madhunika.
Is this good?
You can make the top part of your arm a little bit longer. So you know where you have the curve where the elbow is, you can make that a little bit longer. Like the bicep part, like the upper arm part.
Good. Is this good?
Mahi, yours is good. Yours is good, Mahi.
Is mine says
Manasa, put your yeah, yours is good. I like yours. Yours is good. You can make your like the hand part of the arm a little bit longer. Madhunika. Yeah, Madhunika, make your elbow like you see the line. Hold on, let me unpin you so you can see. You see this line right here? Yours is like over here, like your curve to the next arm. Put your curve a little bit over here, a little bit further away. So like that's where your cut should be.
Is mine okay? Oh dang it.
Anaisha. Oh yeah, Anaisha, that's good. Make the bottom part of your arm a little bit rounded. It doesn't have to be completely like straight, like a 90-degree angle. Okay, it can be a little bit curvy like this. Like you see how mine's is a little bit rounded? Yeah. Do it rounded because your elbow's not exactly gonna be like that. It's a little rounded. Gautami. Yeah, that's good, Gautami. I like that. That's good. Good job.
Is this good?
Shrivardhan. Shrivardhan again. You can make your face is really good actually. But anyways, you can make your arm a little bit longer. So you see this top part right here? Yours is a little bit short. It cuts off right here. So make yours a little bit longer so that, there's like, because see, half of your arm is above your elbow and half of your arm is below the elbow. So like kind of remember those proportions and draw it that way. So you can see half of the arm is over here and the other half is going to be over here. Okay? And then the rest is going to be the hand. Yeah.
Does the bottom part of the arm like in this part of the arm goes like slightly up?
Who's asking this?
Kanak.
You're asking about the bottom part and the top part of the arm? So like
Yeah,
here?
the bottom part doesn't go like slightly up.
Yeah, a little bit. It goes a little up. Just a
Okay.
little bit. Because he's having his arm raised a little bit, okay?
Cause I made it straight.
Yeah, you can make it a little up, tilt it up. Because if you look at the original drawing, he's holding both of his arms up to kind of look at his like hand instrument on one side and then the other hand instrument is on the other side. So you can see he's like looking towards this a little bit. That's kind of blurry, but you know. Yeah. So that's kind of the vibe. But it's okay if it's a little bit longer. Actually, I realized mine is also a little bit too wide. Sorry, guys.
That's good.
Yeah, so do it like that. Better. Brenda, I can't really see.
Equal. Do both of the sides have to be equal?
Not necessarily like completely equal, but like try to keep the sizes similar so that it's a little bit good to look at. Oh, Brenda, that's good. Yeah. Make the bottom line a little bit like a little bit straight, not curvy, because that just looks a little unnatural for the arm. Your arm is not gonna be like curvy, right? Like over here, it's a straight line, so just keep it a straight line. You don't have to make it curvy. Madhunika, oh, hold on, let me look unpin you real quick. Move pin. Madhunika, that's good.
This is good.
Who's Varnika and Sunwik? Oh, you guys are drawing together.
This is good.
Yes, both of you guys are doing good. This is both
Mine
good.
so good. Thanks. Wait, mine is so good. Good.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Better.
Monica,
Mine is so good.
Monica, yours looks good. Yours looks good. You can make your arm a little bit. Like the top part of your arm is wide, but the bottom part is like, the top part is not wide and the bottom part is wide. So just flip it around. So the top part should be wide and the bottom part should be a little skinny. So you can see mine is a little bit wide and then this one is skinny because then the arm is gonna come, so it's gonna be, that's just how the proportion works out. Srivardhan. Yeah, that's good, Srivardhan. That's good. That's
Is
good.
it better now?
Manasa, yes, that's
good?
much better, Manasa. Good job. That's good. That's good.
Is mine good?
Who is there? Can Manasa. Oh yes, Lasu. Lasu, you can make the bottom part of your arm a little bit longer. That's it. Okay, cool. We're gonna move on. I think you guys are all in a good spot. Okay. So after we do this arm, we're gonna move on to the next arm. Okay. So the next arm is gonna be a similar fashion. I'm making the line here, and this is gonna be a little tricky, but you just kind of have to curve your arm close to the top part of the arm, and then this is gonna be like that. Okay. And that's how it's gonna be.
Can't see the rest of the arm.
It's just a line. There's not much you can. So it's a similar shape, but just on the other side.
Is it like that?
Hmm?
Is mine so good?
Brenda. Yeah, you can make the bottom part of your arm a little bit wider from the bottom, okay? So like just increase the length from the bottom.
Is mine good?
Like width, not length, width. Manasa. Hold on, show me your drawing again. I can't see. No, you can kick it back a little bit. Yeah, good job on the biceps. They look nice. Yes, your arm looks good. Good job. Madhunika. Madhunika, you can make your arm a little bit higher. Like the bottom part of the arm can be a little bit higher. So like you see, like it's not like this. It's not like this. It's like that. So like just the angle needs to be a little bit less, like it's an acute angle, not an obtuse angle. I don't know if you guys took geometry like that, but yes, yes. Parnika and Sanvika, you guys both, your arm is really good. Good job. That's good. I wish we were in person. It would be so much easier to like show you guys in person. Yes, yes, Gautami, that's really good. Good job on the arms.
Wait, where do you live?
I live in North Carolina and Charlotte.
Nicholas.
Madhunika,
Is this
yes, that's good.
good?
Atharv, oh yeah, Atharv. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, Metali, that's good. Good job. That's really nice. Good job, you guys. Okay, awesome. So we're gonna move on and continue. So now that we've gotten the basic shape of the arms together, we're gonna start on the chest. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm creating like this, like a curvy shape. Okay, and then this, like this. Okay, so I don't even know what kind of shape this is, but we're gonna do that. And then this is gonna bring in like this. Okay. Ah,
Can you show me the other side?
the arm? Yes. Okay. And then we'll start on the other stuff. Okay, yeah. So you can bring the waist in a little bit towards the middle, and then you can bring it out again a little bit like that, because that's where the pants are gonna go. And you can
Like
also
this?
you can also draw a line for the pants. Okay, so just make like a really long V or wide V or something like that. Okay.
Is mine good? Can you wait?
Yes, we're waiting. Don't worry. Yes, that's good. Kanak, that's good. You just have to make the rest of the shirt or torso. Good
Is
job.
mine good?
Manasa, scoop back. Yeah, that's good. You can bring the waist in a little bit, so you can make it a little like you can like make it a little bit curvy. You don't have to make it a complete straight line. So like make it curvy like right here, like right in the like towards the bottom a little bit, like right here, because that's where a natural waistline is. Okay, Madhunika, that's good. Good job. You can make the top part a little bit like wider so that the arms like cover, so the arms can like, you know, like connect to it better. So like you can see it's like almost like a
Can
little.
you pull a hand for her? I'm sorry, that was just my sister.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So make like a little triangle type shape. Not even triangle, but like make it a little bit like wider up the top and like a little bit bottom the bottom. So like an hourglass shape kind of. So this is a little bit wider and then it goes wide at the bottom a little bit. And
Is mine good?
in this part. Atharv, that's good. That's good. Good job. Okay, Metali. That's good. That's good, Metali. That's really good. Who else?
Show me how to do it again.
Can you show me how, can I show you how to do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me do it on a different piece of paper, if that makes it. Oh yeah, and I
It's
finished
good.
with you guys the shading bit. I can send a picture of that too if you guys want.
It's good.
Yeah, so when you're making your torso, this is like gonna be a random picture, okay? So this is the arms.
Is this good?
So what we're doing is this is the starting point of the arm, right? The bottom bit of the bottom line. So we're gonna make a little curve shape here. Not too much of a curve, okay, guys? Keep it a little bit like sober curve. Okay, and then just like that. And then remember, it's an hourglass type shape. So wide at the top and then a little bit skinny and then bring it back out again like that. Okay? And then this to show that this is going to be the waistline for his pants. Okay? I hope that clears it up. Who else asked if it was good or not? Barnika and Sanvika. Yes, that's good. That looks nice. Yes, yours also looks nice. Good job. Good job. Very nice.
Is this good?
Is good?
Vasu, yours looks nice. Good job.
Is this good?
Srivardhan, that looks really good. Good job. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, Brinda. Yes, yours is really good too, Brinda. Good job. And Gautami. Oh, Gautami, yours looks really nice too. Good job. Good job. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Okay, now let's go on to the legs, okay? I'm saving like the hardest part for the last, which is going to be the fingers because I struggled so hard with the fingers. But yeah, so we're going to draw the waistline first. So what I'm doing is I'm just making like a little pattern type thing. So it's like a little bit of a curve. If you guys remember from our Jagannath picture, we're making like a little bit of a curve here, okay? And this is a little bit outside of the waist, okay? So you can see that the waist ends here, but like the curve is like a little bit past the waist. That shows and that indicates depth, okay? So we're just gonna do that. And I'm making 2 lines. You can just make 1 if you want to. But 2 lines like that, okay? That's gonna be our waist, okay? Then I'm bringing a curve like this, okay? And make sure you're doing this lightly. I'm doing it darker so you can see a little bit better, but do it light line because in case you have to erase. And we're gonna make his knee, okay? Okay, well, I messed up, but
How do you do the legs?
yeah, I'm showing you the legs. So what I'm doing is I'm first like making a line a little bit down, okay? And then I'm curving it and it's going down.
Yes, Latina.
Okay, and then we're gonna make a big curve for his knee. Let me erase the extra line so you can see what I'm talking about.
Like this?
Hold on. Let me draw my leg first and then I can
This is good.
After we draw this shape, we're gonna make a little circle here. Okay, and this is part of like the dhoti that guys usually wear. I don't think you guys wear dhotis, but like this is kind of like a little bit like a
Belt.
section to indicate that. Okay, this is gonna be like the bottom part of his tie. And then we're gonna make like that. Okay, that's gonna be, you don't have to draw that yet, just I'm
kind of confused.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, we're stopping here. I'm stopping here.
It mine is good.
So what we're starting with is we're gonna make a little line, curve it, go all the way down, and we're gonna make a big knee, okay? And then we're just gonna leave that there, okay? Just don't do anything with it yet. Then we're gonna make a circle shape here, okay? Just like whatever, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like a circle shape, and then we're gonna make 1 diagonal line like that, and that's gonna cover part of his leg. So his leg actually goes like over here like that, but that's covering the leg, okay? So that's why we don't want to draw like extra stuff. So we're just gonna draw this, and then we're gonna draw a line right here to indicate the rest of his leg, okay? Cool, thank you for the thumbs up.
Good. It good.
Manasa. Yeah, good job. That's good. Actually, for the bottom part, to indicate like the bottom of his thigh, you don't have to make it like so like into his leg. Make a little bit of like a line that's further away, like that's not so angled
Is
inside.
mine good? Like, it's
I
my
don't
good.
think that well, but
Is
like
mine good?
this, Manasa, I want you to make a line like this instead. So don't do that. Do this.
Is this good? Is mine good? Mine good.
Kanak, hold on, I'm looking at everybody. Kanak, put your paper up. I cannot see your leg. That you do.
Oh, God.
Yours is also blurry.
Wait. Is this good?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Kanak, what you can do is make your knee more
Is this
rounded.
good?
Kanak, your knee is a little bit pointy, so you can make your knee rounded. Okay. And the bottom part of your leg needs to be further away from this line, okay? This line is really close to this line, but I don't want it that way, okay? So, because we're gonna draw his calf too, the bottom part of his leg. So, the bottom half of his leg. So, we need more space. So, make the knee end like over here, like have some space for the rest of the leg, okay? Brinda.
Is this good?
Brinda, same thing.
Is this good?
Yeah, Brinda, same thing. Your line is like this, okay? Like or like near his thigh, the line for the bottom bit of his leg is like this. I don't want that, okay? Make a little bit of a straighter line.
This
Is this good?
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 Hold on,
Is
hold
this
on.
good?
Sanvika, that's good. Left picture can have a little bit more of a rounded neck. Or not rounded neck, sorry, rounded knee, and it can be a little bit shorter, okay? Because the
Is this
proportion.
good?
Is this
Okay. Gautami, that's good. That's good.
Good?
good?
You can make it shorter though. Remember, the proportions of the legs and the proportions
this
of the arm
good?
are similar, okay?
Is
So
this good?
hold on, guys. I'm explaining
Is this
something.
okay?
Like I mentioned before, the top part of your hand is gonna be the same size as the bottom part of your hand, roughly. Like right below the elbow, okay? So the elbow's like the middle bit, okay? And the knee, and for the leg, the knee is gonna be the same thing. So the bottom
Is
part of your
this
leg is
good?
gonna be the same size as the top part of your leg, and it's just like the middle part is just the knee. So when you're drawing, keep that in mind so that your proportions don't look off, okay?
This?
Varnika and Sanvika, yeah, the one who has the pointier knee, look at the other picture and like just copy that because that's exactly how it needs to be, okay?
Is this good?
Is this good?
Surya, that's good. Good job.
Is
That's
this
good.
good?
Is this good?
Is this good?
Atharva,
Is this good?
that's good. Again, make your line like the bottom. Yeah, that's fine. Fine. That's good. I think it works. Brinda, that's good, Brinda. That's good. Good job.
Is this good?
Who's next?
Marty.
Is this good?
Is this good?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Srivardhan, you can make your knee like pointed out a little bit more.
Is this good?
Like point it out like away from the body a little bit more if you
Is
want
this
to.
good?
Yours looks good. Yours looks good so far. Mahi, that's good, Mahi. That's good. Good job. Masu, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good job. That's nice. I like that. Okay. Hopefully everyone is good, right? Okay. So we're gonna draw the next part of the next side. So we're gonna make a curve. Then we're gonna make, I hope you can, yes, you can. And then we're gonna make, okay, remember, it's gonna be in the same direction and the same, like, if you guys know what parallel lines are, like the same distance away and facing in the same direction, okay?
I do.
Good job. Good job. Thank you. Thank you for knowing what I'm talking about. But so parallel lines are
I
basically lines
know.
in the same direction and the same width apart, okay? So that's what we're doing with this leg here, okay? Or at least for this bit of the line right here. It has to be like roughly the same distance away and it has to be facing the same direction, okay? Okay. So we're gonna make a curvy line here and we're gonna finish this middle part that I was talking about at the dhoti because that's gonna be a little bit of a guiding point for us. So that's gonna be a guiding point for us for the rest of our leg, okay? So I finished making the line here. So what you're doing is you're just making like a really thin triangle and then just making curvy lines at the bottom to indicate ruffles and just kind of like flowiness. Okay. We're making a curve here. This is gonna follow the leg, okay? So this is the leg line as well, okay? And then right here from the bottom, we're gonna make our rest of our knee and the calf, okay?
Mataji, you're going too fast.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my spacing so that I don't mess you guys up too. Let me figure this out really quickly, okay?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So we
Can you
finished
wait?
making a tiny triangle, or like not tiny triangle, but like a thin triangle, okay?
I
And
messed up many times.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, I messed up like a couple of times too. So that's why you need to have a thin line or like light lines so that it's not too hard to erase. And that's okay if you mess up too, guys, okay? Like it takes time to like get a good proportion for the body, but this is good. If we have a good base, then it'll look really nice when it's all put together, okay? So
Is this good?
I'm making a rounded line here, okay? And I'm just gonna end right here, okay? Don't do anything after that. And then right like almost as soon as like I think this is 2/3. 2/3 of the way down, we're gonna make like the line for the knee, and we're just gonna make a line going back like that, okay? So I'm sure you guys have sat in this position before. Like it's like where you sit like on your butt a little bit, like your butt is on your feet and like you're sitting with like your legs folded like that. Like that's kind of what we're replicating here.
Like you're sitting on your like toes?
Yeah, kind of, but yeah, he's kind of sitting on his toes actually. Yeah, exactly. Like both of your legs are folded underneath you. That's kind of how Hanumanji is sitting right now. Okay. I'll wait for you guys to catch up. It does take a second, so don't worry.
I'm already done catching up.
Oh, you are? Good job. Wait, let me show you. Let me see.
Yeah.
That's good, Gautami. That looks really nice. Good job. Nice.
Like, is my chest enough? Because it looks a little bit too down for me.
It looks, yeah, your chest could be a little bit wider from the top. So you see where your arms are? You see where the arms and like, where like the armpit area is? You can just like make it smaller and you can just make the chest wider like this. So just like make like a line like this. And that'll make the chest a little bit bigger and you can just make the line a little bit longer.
Vasu, is this good?
Let me see. Who's asking? I can't.
Vasu.
Rudransh.
Vasu?
Rudransh, that's good. Good job. Your face looks really
Oh,
nice.
that's so good.
Anisha, your knee is a little blubby. That's okay. Your knee, the small like thin triangle that we made like right between the dhoti, that's gonna be the leg line as well. So that's also how the leg follows, okay? So we're
Vasu,
straight
is
line
this good?
down for the knee, okay? It doesn't have to be curvy.
Is this good? A bit hard. Is this good?
Srivardhan, that's good. Good. That looks
Is
good.
a thirst good? Kind of easier making the.
Brenda, that's good.
Can we move on? Easier more than making the pencil box we did. Good.
Good. Guys, if you have
Can we move
color,
on?
Barnika,
Is this
that's
good?
good. Good job. That's
Is
good.
this good?
Yes.
Is this
The other one.
good?
Barnika,
Is
tell me
Monis's
this is good. Madhunika,
good?
Madhunika, I can't even see. Your paper is too
Mine
bright.
good.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Is this
Okay.
good? Is this good?
Manasa, that's good. Good job.
Is mine good? Is Athar's good?
Athar. Okay, yes, Athar. Yes, Athar, you're good. Oh, good job. You're already ahead, bro.
I need a toe. Is this good?
Yes, Nishika, that's really nice. Good job. Nishika, that's really good. Gautami, that's really good. Good job. I think you showed me Gautami, or no, you didn't. I don't know.
Help with the.
Good. That's good. Good job.
That's good. The leg. I actually did. Is this good?
Brianna. Brianna? How do you say her name?
Is this good?
That's good.
Priyana. Is this
Brianna?
good?
Okay, that's good. That's good, Brianna. That's good.
Is this good? Can we move on? Can we move on? Can you show me? I really want to move on.
Who else is
Well, it's 11:53 already.
Nananshi, that's good.
Is this good? No, it's 2:55.
That is, I can't even see. Hold on.
Is it good? Auntie, it's 2:55.
We're finishing at 1 o'clock. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, guys. Give me 5 minutes. Okay,
You
we're
need
almost
to with the leg really quick. I live in America.
okay. So we're gonna finish the foot really quickly, okay? And then we'll be done with pretty much all of the body except for the fingers, okay? And that'll take a little bit of time.
Could you help me with the leg?
Leg. Hold on, let me finish drawing the foot first and then we can do the leg, okay? So after we have a little bit of like a line here, I'm making a calf here because my foot kind of messed up a little bit. Well, toes, yours is good. You had the right placement there, but
Are we gonna put the toe?
yes, we're putting the toe, guys. We're doing the toes right now. Okay. So what we're doing is we're gonna have a little bit of a curve here. Actually, no, we're gonna fix the placement. Actually, this is gonna look weird.
This is like a realistic picture, like you did on Jagannath.
Yeah, this is realistic. Jagannath was not too realistic, I would say. But I mean, yeah.
That is kind of realistic.
It is okay.
No, I'm gonna talk to Carl. It's not really the head. Kind of looks like it's from the cartoon.
I try my best with the face, you guys. Come on.
Breaking plates.
Okay. So what I'm doing, my knee was a little bit too wide, so I fixed the knee. Okay. What we're doing is that right at the back of the thigh, we're making a little bit of a curve to indicate the foot. Okay. And we're doing a curve here, and we're making a big toe, and we're making a small toe, and we're making 5 toes. Okay. Don't make 4 toes.
How do you do that?
We're making 5 toes. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I made 6 toes. Okay.
I'm so bad at drawing toes.
That's okay. It's gonna get worse when we're drawing fingers, okay, guys? Like it takes a while. We can do this though.
My paper's gonna tear if I do the toes.
Hair. Just don't erase that hard, okay? Just draw. If you draw lightly, then you should be
That's
okay.
why you should get this type of paper.
All right, and another addition that I personally made was that I made like little piles. So if you look at Krishna's feet in like temples and stuff, you'll see that he has like really big pile that like kind of dangle at his feet. So that's kind of what I did here. You don't have to make it that thick. I just made it that thick because my pencil was like that. But
Is this
like
good? Is
a
this
line.
good? Is this
And that's gonna be your foot, okay?
Is mine so good? Is my
Surya, that was really nice. Good job.
toe
Good job.
good? Is my toe?
Yes, Surya, your
mine
toe
is
is
good?
good. Your toe is good. Make sure you round your knee a little bit, okay? It's a little bit pointy.
Was
Kanak,
That's good.
here's Glory Kanak.
Is mine as good?
Kanak,
Okay, I tried. It's not perfect,
a
but I
little bit
tried.
if you want to.
Good.
Manasa, put your paper down a little bit. Yes, Manasa, that looks nice. Good job.
I want to see it. Is that good?
Brenda, that's good. Good job.
Vasu. I also added a personal addition.
What did you add, Manasa or Kanak? Oh yeah, that looks good, Manasa. That looks nice. Good job. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Thanks,
Gautami,
Can you
that's
repeat the
good. Good
foot
job.
part?
You can make your toes a
Don't
little
we
bit
have-
longer,
can
Gautami,
we,
to
like,
indicate that
move
this
on?
is
Can you
repeat the
like,
foot
the
part?
difference in the toes better.
I want like really
Because you have some
get
space.
ahead a little.
Madhunika, that's really nice. Good job. That looks nice.
Can
Okay.
you repeat the foot part?
I can repeat the foot part really quickly. Vasu, that's nice. That's good job.
Talking to
Vasu.
Mom. We have 1 more minute.
Yeah, guys, I know. I'm looking at the clock. Okay, so this is gonna be our knee. Okay. And yeah, we have our foot here. This is gonna be our knee. That's the outline. This is our knee. And then we're gonna draw a line like that. Okay. This is where we're gonna draw the foot, okay?
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, guys, I don't know. We're gonna draw like this, and we're gonna draw like this, and then we're gonna draw five toes, okay? Like that.
1 o'clock. Yeah. My time's
That's
it's 12. What?
Alrighty. Yeah, that's because we're in different time zones, guys. We have different times for that. Okay. So this is where we've ended. I'm very pleased with the progress we've made. All we have to do now is we're gonna make our clothes. So I'm just gonna show you how to make the clothes because it's 2 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna make rounded lines here like this and like this. Okay, to indicate our clothing. And try to make sure like they end at the same spot or area, so like, you know, you can look a little symmetrical. And then I'm making some little curve like lines over here to indicate there's some tension there. And that just kind of gives a little nice look when you're drawing. So there's tension here, okay?
Oh, I messed up.
There's tension here, and then there's going to be tension here because that's the way he's sitting, okay? And I'm just making a couple more details, like right here in the middle. So I'm making a couple lines. I'm making one border. Okay, and that's where I'm going to stop, okay?
Now it's one more. Good. Mataji, is it okay if my pants a little too budgy?
If your what is a little too budgy?
My pants.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Yours looks good.
Is it okay if my legs are too fat? I'll leave.
That's okay. You can leave if you're good. Your legs, if they're fine if your legs are too fat because that's just
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
muscular legs, okay?
Like Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Oh, that's the picture we're doing.
Could you look at Atar's?
Bye.
I'm looking at you. Natalie, that looks really good.
Hey, how did she get
Is
in
Atar
the
good?
Bye.
Is Atar
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Bye.
Mataji, is Atar's good?
Atar, yours is really nice. Good job.
Are we stopping the class here?
We're ending class. Monica and Sanvika. Ooh, that looks good. Good job, ladies. You guys are doing great. Oh my gosh.
Are we stopping here?
Yes, we're stopping here. And we'll continue next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Linda, that's really nice. Good job.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See you next week. Vasu. Ooh, Vasu, that looks really good. Good job.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, that's good.
Gautami, that looks really cute. Good job. Nice. Very good. Gautami, and those guys who weren't here last time, I think you guys who weren't here last time, watch the previous video so you can see the face and you can have the head ready. So that way we can kind of like move things along a little faster.
Mataji, is mine good?
Mahi. Yeah, Mahi, that's good. Good job.
शायद वो फिर से ऊपर का बनवा रही होंगी.
Good job. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much.
Today's class is very easy.
It is easy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
I can teach it to one of my friends. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, everybody. Bye. Have a great week. Bye.
Mataji, can I make my Hanuman holding instead of those like yantras? Instead, can I make him hold the gada?
If you want to, you can. I tried experimenting how to draw that out, and it was kind of turning out a little bit too much because the positioning would have to change for the body. So I chose not to do that, but I'll tell you if you want to, you can. Go for it. Go for it. And show me how you did it, okay?
Okay, bye.
Cool. Bye-bye. Hare Krishna, everybody. I hope this class is not too easy. I mean, I tried making it hard. Like, there's like...
Hare Krishna, Pratya Mataji. Thank you so much. Very nice Hanumanji drawing you made. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for your time and association. We now end the work.
All right. Hare Krishna, everybody. I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully we'll